San Pedro, California. It is truly great to be with you all. We're doing a special live update because I've got a lot to cover with you. We've got our studio audience. James Blanchard's here and Anthony is here. A couple guys that don't want to be on camera, but I feel their love and support here with us. So it's all really great stuff, and it's really good to be with you. I'm going to cover a little bit about our surf fishing event tomorrow morning. I want to talk to you about the FMMs that are a requirement going to Mexico. Are they really a requirement? We'll find out about that. And then also, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of bluefin tuna information, some other stuff that we have going on right now because I want to get you in touch with all the latest. All right, number one, big fish bait and tackle. Well, first of all, tomorrow, 6 a.m., down there on Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway, we will be there with our surf fishing extravaganza, and you are invited. It's going to be really a lot of fun. We have seen some outstanding fishing here this morning. We saw a halibut caught on the morning briefing. More and more of these really nice big perch being taken here recently. So we are definitely starting to see some activity in the Southern California surf. And we're expecting a whole bunch of people to come out. We're going to have a really great raffle. You could win one of 4 really, really nice surf fishing outfits, rod and reel, 9-footers. Perfect for the Southern California surf. And then we have a lot of other stuff from our other great sponsors like Kevin over there at Young's Fishing Tackle in Bellflower, California. Kevin was so kind to donate so much. Tuna Riot, the clear poppers that just annihilate the bluefin tuna. And they're making all kinds of other poppers now in addition to that. So we've got that from our friend over there. And then, of course, we've got some great stuff from Big Fish Bait and Tackle. Tomorrow morning, they open at 5 a.m. You can go into the store, get 15% off rods, 15% off any rod and reel combo. You can also get 10% off tackle. Bait, you don't get any discount on, but I just stopped by there so I could tell you what they have. They have lugworms, which work pretty well. I would prefer bloodworms. If there's somewhere you can snag some of that here this evening, I would do it. Lugworms will work, however. They have plenty of ghost shrimp down there. And really, to be perfectly candid with you, that Berkeley camo worm works really, really great. The sandworm, camo worm, which you can buy there at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, it stays on the hook. It's been very, very effective. In addition to that, you might want to pick up a Lucky Craft or two because we definitely saw that working really well this morning. We had a halibut caught during the morning briefing, so that is good. Halibut Man Mitchell is joining us. He says, I'm here with Michael and Dan Lightfoot catching trout and catfish at Laguna Lake right now. Man, I've seen the photos. Halibut Man sent some of those over to me, and that looked really great. So once again, Big Fish Bait and Tackle tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Stop by there. Any purchase you make at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, at Best Fishing Tackle over there in Hawthorne, California, or Young's, bring the receipt to Anthony. He's doing the raffle. He'll give you a free ticket, and then you can buy additional tickets for only $5 a ticket, or a $20 bill will get you 5 tickets. I manage to screw that up all the time, but Anthony's got me on the straight and narrow on that. So once again, it's going to be a great raffle. That raffle will be done live on the beach in front of all of you at exactly 10 a.m. Winners need not be present. So if you want to come down at 8 in the morning, buy some raffle tickets and take off, you can do that. The only thing we're going to ask is if you do that, write your name and phone number on the ticket. Otherwise, you can just walk off with a number, and we'll call the number down there on the beach, and you can take your rod and reel or any number of other great prizes along with you. So once again, Lucky Crafts, Chrome Crocodile, those little gold or chrome Castmasters work really well. There's been yellowfin croaker around. The ocean looks perfect for tomorrow morning. There's been some big bar perch. We've seen more and more halibut with the grunion runs here recently. So that is all looking really good. And we will be there at Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway in Sunset Beach, California. And we're going to have a whole bunch of people down there. James is going to be greeting people. Anthony's going to be greeting people. We've got a drone flying over to catch you catching a fish. At least that's the plan. And it's just going to be a really lovely day. So go by any one of those 3 tackle stores. Now, I have to go back to Young's Fishing Tackle over there, or pardon me, over to Best Fishing Tackle in Hawthorne, California, because Sky has given each and every one of you who attend a pack of blacktail hooks. They're the perfect hooks for the Southern California surf. It's like a $5 value. He gave us well over $500 worth of hooks to make sure you have a great day. So there you have it, man. It's going to be a fantastic day with great raffle prizes and, fingers crossed, some really good fish. And it's a perfect way for me to start my B day tomorrow, because I'm getting so old. If I make it to tomorrow, I get to thank you for your great support, and I deeply appreciate that. Let me switch gears, and if we get any questions with regard to that, I'll answer them. Let me just go to the FMM, which is a tourist card that you need when you go driving into Mexico or when you go into Mexico. And we had heard that there were 3 checkpoints between Tijuana and Ensenada that were going to stop you and ask you for your FMM card. Joe Russo, who's a dear friend of Friedman Adventures, just went down there yesterday, and he said he drove through Tijuana, he went through the border, and then he pulled over and parked and walked into the office and said, I'm here to get my FMM license. And they said, where are you going? He said, to Ensenada. No, you don't need it. Don't worry about it. If you're going to Ensenada, Tijuana, don't worry about it. You're not going to need your FMM. If you're going beyond that, San Quintin or somewhere down below, you definitely are going to need it. So that is great news for anybody who's headed to Ensenada, who wants to go down there to do some fishing with any number of great operators down there, Blackfin, Maras, Primero Dios, God's First Sport Fishing. There's a lot of great operators. It sounds like right now, Joe just went down there, Joe Russo, and had no trouble at all, did not need his FMM. Because a few days ago we had reported, and there were news reports out there, that you had to have it or they were going to stop you and send you back to Tijuana. And it sounds like that is not the case right now. All right, something that we're watching really closely for you, and there is no breaking news on this story right now, but we have a couple of boats out looking for bluefin tuna. I think tonight will be the critical time period. We will special update you if anything goes on before that. Of course, I'll have the evening briefing for you tonight from Surfside, California. They're out looking for bluefin tuna right now on board the Producer, on board the Tribute. I think they're going to do some rock fishing during the day and then maybe get out and try to find a school before the sun sets and try to get on it tonight during the nighttime. During this time of the year, that is to say wintertime into the early spring, most of our Southern California, Northern Baja bluefin tuna bites take place at night. So you're using knife jigs at night with heavy tackle. The majority of fish have been in that 60 to 150 pound class, and you're scratching your head saying, well, what are you talking about? How do you know how big they are? Nobody's caught any. Spotted planes have seen those fish. They're really good at estimating the size of those fish, and that's been the great efficient. One thing that has gone on this year is the Mexican seiner fleet has been focusing all their attention on bluefin that are 200 plus pounds, 200 pounds and above. So they've been leaving that smaller fish, if I can say that without a smile on my face, small fish like 150. They've been leaving that to the sport fishing guys. And I think they're done, or they're very close to being done, which will just allow all sport boat pressure from here on in. And we just, as sport fishermen, can't put that much pressure on that fishery, not like seiners can. So that's good to hear. And once again, we'll be watching that really, really closely for you here this evening. We've got the perfect weather for this to happen. It's going to be nice tonight. And I've had one captain tell me that he will be shocked if they don't catch bluefin tonight. So we are watching that for you very, very closely. I know that there's some good bass fishing going on this morning up there on the Aloha Spirit. In fact, I showed these guys who are in studio with me right now one of those bass, and man, that was one heck of a big bass. Pat O'Brien, running the Aloha Spirit, has had some really nice big fish up there in that area. A reminder to you that the El Patron is putting brand new engines in the boat. They'll be running shortly. You can get more information on the El Patron at www.longbeachsportfishing.org. And if you book a trip with Ventura Sport Fishing before April the 1st, you get 20% off. If you need help with that, you're not sure how to do it, just give Saul a call up there in the office at 805-676-3474. All right. I don't see any questions on here, so that means I'm almost getting ready to run off. Not quite yet, however. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., we'll see you down on the beach. And as I said to you, if you're really a serious surf fisherman, you're going to want to be there at 6 a.m. You definitely are. You're going to want to have your lines in the water. I'd love to see you in the water at 6. So if you show up a little bit earlier, Anthony's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I think James is going to be there right around 6. Anthony and I will be down there around 5:30. I would definitely get my line in the water early because the high tide's around 4:30 in the morning, and those fish bite in the dark right before sunrise. So if you're serious about it, be down there early. If you're just coming down to BS and have a great day and see the beautiful sunrise, bring a cup of coffee down. Man, show up at 8, well, you're not going to see the sunrise at 8, but if you just want to come down and have a great day or help with the beach cleanup or take a walk, show up anytime. You show up at 9:30, buy some raffle tickets, and kick back with a group of really great people. Once again, a reminder, buy anything at all at Big Fish Bait and Tackle, Young's Fishing Tackle in Bellflower, or over there at Best Fishing Tackle. Show your receipt to Anthony. As long as it's 1 penny or above, he's going to put you in the raffle for gratis, for free. So that is really a good thing. And make sure you get your bait and tackle by tomorrow morning. They are open at 5 a.m. Big Fish Bait and Tackle on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Man, during the morning briefing this morning, when I saw Vince, and I just met Vince this morning, hook up, I could see it was a good fish, a sizable fish. So I ran over there as quickly as I can run in my old age right now and being out of shape, and got over there just in time to see him catch that halibut on a Lucky Craft lure. Of course, with the grunion running right now, you know, you're kind of matching the hatch. You've seen those grunion move up, and that Lucky Craft lure is going to give you an extreme advantage. I will say, however, I have caught a zillion flatties, a zillion fish on the surf using a chrome crocodile or a Castmaster, and those yellowfin croaker will definitely bite that. If you're after a spot fin croaker, they're almost entirely taken on bait. A good long cast will do it for you. If you happen to have harvested some grunion, then you're definitely going to want to have that. Riverborne backpacks. I just remembered this. Just popped into my head. That's going to be part of the raffle tomorrow. I believe we're going to have a brand new, beautiful Riverborne backpack for you. We've got a lot of great stuff. And if you buy or purchase a raffle ticket tomorrow, it does help us produce more comment. Then I don't have to beg Anthony for a Jack-in-the-Box taco or anything. We can actually get one. So it would be great if you could come and have some fun with us tomorrow. All right, FMM doesn't sound like it's a big deal if you're going down to Ensenada anymore. So we got that covered for you. We're watching the Bluefin tuna thing. I will be back with the evening briefing a little bit later tonight. We will have a morning briefing. We're going to go live tomorrow morning from the event. I'll be shooting video. Oh, hey, Mikey from SD Fish and Sips sent me a note. He said he wouldn't miss it for the world. He will be there tomorrow, so you'll be able to talk to him about his great YouTube channel. It is, of course, a fantastic source. He does a lot of great fishing. He goes a lot of south of the border stuff. SD Fish and Sips on YouTube. Mikey will be there in the morning. Make sure you say hi to him and introduce yourself. All right, met some really lovely people here down at 22nd Street Landing. Keith, the guy you see there on the thumbnail, he stuck his head in and said he was a huge fan. He seemed a little shy and didn't want to come in and bother us. He was very courteous, and we just said, get in here, man. And he came in here and got to see the studio, spend some time here, And that was a special time. And then we went outside, and Anthony took a photo of not only Keith, but of also his son, who was there also. And that was absolutely fantastic. We absolutely enjoy meeting you folks all the time. All right, my friends, what can I tell you? It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. It's going to be, yes.
Someone asked if you're taking Venmo.
Yes, we will take Venmo. You mean on the raffle? Absolutely. We'll take Venmo. We'll take Zelle.
You're not seeing the comments? You're not.
No, I'm not. Oh, is there more comments?
Let me see.
Hang on, everybody. I am sorry about that. We'll get that. Yeah, we'll take Venmo. In fact, I mean, oh, shoot. There's like 500,000 comments, and I almost said bye-bye. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it.
Know about the albacore.
All right, here we go. Live free, die free. Afternoon, young man. Great weekend. Hey, absolutely. Chris or Chivo, can't wait to see the beach lined with people fishing tomorrow morning. Weather is perfect. Chivo, it's going to be really a beautiful day. Can't wait to see you down there. David says, looking for big rods sticking up in the air. I'll be there to help anyone out. David's going to be a greeter there tomorrow with us. Chad's going to be there tomorrow also. Live free, die free. Phil, can we Venmo for the raffle? 100%. We'll make that happen. And Sam De La Torre wants to know if we're catching albacore in the surf tomorrow. Sam, I've got two pieces of good news. Yes, I think there will be albacore tomorrow. And two, we have organized this entire surf fishing day for you. You just have to walk like 6 feet tomorrow morning. That's it. You don't have to exert yourself. There will be no heart attack with Sam De La Torre tomorrow. Just walk straight out and collapse right on the beach, and then we'll help you out tomorrow. So we're right there. Danny Illustri, who's one great guy. Danny says, don't say albacore. We're saying it. Mark Paisano Jr. was just here saying it a second ago. Yes, what is the albacore future? The albacore future is bright and beautiful. In fact, I found them in a sushi bar just the other night with Scott Bouchard. Scott Bouchard is not going to make the live show over at Sam's place on Monday night. That is the bad news. David says, let's catch something. Dan Lightfoot, good afternoon. We're over here catching some trout and catfish at Laguna Lake. All right, that's good to hear. 6 feet is Sam's limit. Oh, my God, Sam, you opened yourself up to that one. I didn't see all these comments, so I'm glad Anthony got me going here. John Gomez says, going to take my 13-year-old brother out tomorrow. He just got into surf fishing. John, and all of you, please, 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 make sure you come over and introduce yourself. And any number of these guys that are going to be there for Friedman Adventures, James, Anthony, Chad, a number of other people, please make sure you say hi to them. They will really help you out, I guarantee you. Live Free, Die Free says, thank you, Anthony. Chivo, see you tomorrow. I'll be the guy with the Shimano bucket with rod holders and covered in stickers. Say hi. Best thing about fishing is meeting all the new people walking the surf. Chivo, you are so right about that. And don't forget, maybe James is going to be handing out the blacktail hook. Somebody will be doing that tomorrow. So make sure there'll be a little table set up there, or a big table. I don't know what it's going to be. There'll be a table. And just walk up there, introduce yourself, and pick up your free blacktail hooks and jump in the raffle. That would be fantastic. Sam says, BS, question mark. Does that mean you're showing up at 8? No, man, I'm going to be there. I'm up at 5, man. I'm not up at 5. I'm up at 4. I'm up all during the night. Tonight, I'm going to be busy getting Bluefin tuna info also. All right, don't forget, stop by Big Fish Bait and Tackle. Get your bait in the morning. That's going to be fantastic for you. 10% off all tackle, 15% off a rod if you happen to want to do that. That Berkeley Camo sandworm is a great product for tomorrow. But we already mentioned any number of other things you can bring. Lucky Crafts, Chrome Crocodiles, that will also work. Danny Lustry, there's anchovy, bright spot for albacore. Danny, I saw frickin' anchovy on my evening walk last night. They were up on the beach. There was like 2 that had been chased up on the beach by some predator. So that was pretty cool. if you ask me. Don't forget evening briefing tonight, everybody. Morning briefing tomorrow. We'll be going live tomorrow morning. Mikey from SD Fish and Chips will also be there. Live free, die free. It's a 5+ hour drive for me to try to make it. Are you making that drive? That's way too far, man. You don't want to do that, do you? Scott Buchert's not going to be here, so it's probably not worth your time. But that is one heck of a long drive, I got to tell you. What else? I think we got it covered, everybody. If you need anything in the meantime, you can always check with me, 657-227-6459. However, after about 5 a.m. tomorrow, I'm not going to be answering any texts or anything else. So you want to catch me before that if there's any way I can help. Plenty of parking across this street over there at Peters Landing on the other side of PCH and Anderson. I will admonish you all to look at the signage because there are some 2-hour parking spaces over there, and then there's some spaces where you can park all day long. So I don't have to tell you which one to park in. If you need to pull up to Anderson and PCH, you can literally pull right up to the beach and offload a bunch of stuff or people, and then you can go across the street and park. It ends, Seed 2 Sanctuary says it ends at 10 a.m., my friend. But if anybody out there wanted to get in the raffle ahead of time, send me a text now. If you want to get in the raffle, we can make that happen for you. 657-227-6459. I'll help you out there. Terrence Hung. Look for the water tower. Terrence is so right. In fact, I haven't heard from Terrence for quite some time. It is so good to hear from you, Terrence. I saw you the last time I think you were out of the country or over in Taiwan having a great time, where my brother lives in a country that I absolutely love to go to and spent a lot of time there when I was teaching in mainland China for 3 years. I'd zip over to Taiwan on a regular basis. Terrence, good to see you. C2 Sanctuary. Also, Pepper, that reggae band, is playing at the Sea Legs that day. Tremendous. I'm a big fan. Who the hell are they? No, I'm just kidding. Free show, by the way. Yes, we organized that, by the way. We had got them to come in and play that free show. I'm glad you reminded me about that because I completely forgot about that. All right. Any other questions out there, folks? Anything else? Should we turn the camera around and show James and Anthony or not? You want me to do that, huh? And Chad? You want to? Oh, here's a special guest star. There he is. Scott Buchert, everybody. There he is. I love Scott. He will not be there tomorrow. That's why Anthony just handed that to me. Anybody out there want to be on camera? Chad, you want to be on camera?
Sure.
Turn it around and show Chad right there. He's going to, there you go. Yeah, get James in there.
There we go.
You'll see Chad tomorrow. You'll see James, and you'll see Anthony.
There he is.
That's about all you're going to get from those guys, man. They don't like being on here. We showed them. Yeah, they're asking to see you guys, so there they are. I would say the Three Stooges are joining us, but they might start throwing stuff at me, so I don't want to do that. Hey, thanks for joining us for this special update live from 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. down on the beach. I'll see you again tonight for the evening briefing and also any special updates. I hear anything on that bluefin tuna, I'll let you know. As always, it's a pleasure to spend time with you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy afternoon, and I'll see you in a little bit longer for the evening briefing. And then, of course, I'll see you on the beach tomorrow morning. Take care, my friends. Thanks again.